Oftentimes when people do not stand for something, they fall for the popular trend, which is conformity. You see, most people want to follow a group, where everyone says and do the same thing without knowing why or where they're going. The problem is, whomever you follow may not always be to your best interest. Have you ever heard or been involved in a situation of injustice, whether big or small, where someone witnessing the unfortunate situation says something like, "I'm not taking anyone's side, I'm neutral." And you'll be like, "What?" You see, what they don't realize is the very act of not taking a side implies that you have chosen a side. Because if you're not trying to stop injustice, then you're siding with the oppressor. Most don't realize that silence is consent. I think Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said it best. He stated, "He who passively accepts evil is as much involved in it as he who helps to perpetuate it. He who accepts evil without protesting against it is really cooperating with it." Can I get a amen? Amen. Welcome to Back to the Basics, where you learn facts, hope you embrace it. Watch, like, share, bring in awareness. Watch, like, share, bring in awareness. I'm fearless. Welcome to Back to the Basics, where you learn facts, hope you embrace it. Watch, like, share, bring in awareness. Watch, like, share, bring in. So, why do people conform? Well, a person's life is what their thoughts make of it. But here is the dilemma. Everyone's thoughts are not always their own. Accept it or not, thoughts can be induced into other individuals or groups. Just look around you. Have you not noticed in the past couple of years, a lot of men are wearing full beards, and a lot of women are wearing spandex and tights as a normal day-to-day attire? Or better yet, have you ever heard a song that you knew you did not like, but the repetition of hearing the song playing on the streets, at the stores, at your place of work, over and over again, you find yourself singing that hook that you did not like? These are just a few instances of someone else's thoughts being induced into the masses. This tendency to conform can become particularly strong in situations where one is not quite sure of how to act, and thus are receptive to those who appear stronger than themselves, and thus they rely on those people's strength in order to reinforce their conformity. These kinds of people don't realize that they can live the life they want, and often this is where the problem comes from, because too often people only want to do the bare minimum to live under the radar without getting too involved in any major situation. So, we can conclude that conformity is simply the easy way out. We often don't give ourselves the chance to consider analyzing whether or not conforming will hurt us in the near future. And this is merely because of conditioning. It starts from childhood, where the adults around us almost always makes every decision for us. In every uncomfortable or uncompromising situation, we let them take the lead. And as we grow, we continue to act like children, letting others with stronger convictions take the lead, and eventually we inherit huge limitations, like the lack of confidence in ourselves and also the fear of standing out. Living according to other people's turn you into a conformist and simultaneously destroys your ability and potential, which can only develop when you have to face demanding situations. Because the more you delegate responsibilities to others, the less you trust your own capabilities. So, stop conforming and start doing things that add value to your life and character as well as others. And never be afraid to stand out for what you know is right. I'm Kef Ray, and this is Back to the Basic. Like, share, and subscribe. Facts we stated. You wanna know something? Go back to basics. Most saw a trap and was called the Matrix. The world filled with lies, yet it's hard to face it. So I spread truth, hope you embrace it.